how ruined this beautiful Burgundy can be. Well, it seems to be a well-stated and conquered Burgundy, but trust me, it's nowhere close to be saved. These allies are not helping, and we are absolutely bankrupt with corruption. So without further ado, let's get into this. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you want to get notified about the future videos, and join the community to get the special emotes and ranks, and of course support the channel. Excuse me, what the hell is this? Minus 3 stability, obviously bankrupt for the next 3.5 years, 8 corruption, no prestige, no legitimacy, no money, loading disaster, coalition war, and independence war against all of these nations. This does not look good, but we're gonna fix it. First of all, we have too many relations. Why don't I go and cancel military access from Munster? Excuse me, why do we have access for Munster in Ireland? No thank you. This first thing fixed. Okay, now the economy. We are having minus 12 balance, even though we pretty much have no army. So what I can do, I have diplomatic expenses 8, which is supporting loyalists in Spain, where that does not change much as of now. So why don't we go and disable this? That's gonna fix the economy a little bit. Then in the independence war against Denmark, it's mainly about conquering the capital. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and build up one more K of artillery to get the maximum bonus against the fort. And obviously you have 22 overextension because we did not core Troyes and Narbonne. Even though I don't have money, we have to run at least level 1 advisors. So I'm gonna go to bourgeoisie, and I'm not gonna even take 1% loss because I will just find my favorite. Imagine taking monopoly for wine when you're playing as France and half of provinces are wine. Why don't I go and cancel this monopoly? So instead of just 4 of production, we're just gonna have 5.3. And this is gonna help us a little bit with, of course, getting these guys disloyal. So why don't I go and summon the diet? And I'm gonna go and take the 1% loans to have some funds. That's 1.1 thousand ducats. That's something. Level 1 advisor, level 1 advisor, and level 1 advisor. Look how behind we are in the techs, at least up to date with the mill tech, and it's even worse on the ideas. In 1534 you should have finished all of your national ideas. Oh, this guy is level 2. I'm gonna go and fire him. I don't need a level 2 advisor, I cannot afford him. Worst part about being bankrupt is that you cannot hire the new mercenaries, so I'm gonna have to go and cope with only manpower army until I go out of bankruptcy. I also see a couple of state edicts that are not doing much of a difference for us right now. I can keep the capital one because I'm not paying anything for it, but for this few, it's better to right now save some money because they're not increasing enough of our income. Yeah, just instead maybe I'm gonna change this one to the defensive edict to just slow them down, sieging me down. Ottomans are having 140,000 troops, while my ally Austria 40k. They cannot stand this. Oh yeah, there it goes. I'm getting attacked by Switzerland, and I'm not so sure if I can win that. Well, maybe I could win that, if not the fact that Lorraine is gonna reinforce. Oh, they changed their mind. No, they not change their mind. Yeah. You remember, when you have a lower morale due to bankruptcy, it's not even that you're doing less damage. You're doing the same damage as you would do normally. You're just losing the battle way quicker because you run out of the morale and you have to run away. You got the losers that we actually killed 12,000 of the troops while losing around 5,000. So we had an advantage over here, but not enough of it. Okay, I think I can get out of the Netherlands war without much harm. Of course, it's gonna be out of harm because they're gonna be independent. But I cannot win everything. Look at what's happening over here. I'm gonna go offer tribute. Let's see what they want. Let's go and try giving them provinces of my ally Austria to the Ottomans. Okay, now they want Lille to be part of the peace deal. Okay, let's give them Lille. And also they want Hainaut to be also part of the peace deal. You can see now they're gonna accept it. I can even give them one less province. And now it's perfect. Just send this peace deal. I'm gonna regain all of these cores. Look, amount of the cores that they have on the Netherlands. I will just need time. Now we have to take care of this coalition somehow. And this coalition is not gonna go so easily. Now, even though it's 99% of the peace deal, they're not gonna accept that, but we will get them to do so. The fact that our heir that is gonna get on the throne next year, 032, is absolutely not helping with the situation. Well, we have to look at the bright side of the situation. Look that France is dealing with our rebels.
Huh? I don't have to kill them myself. You know what? The money situation is not the best anyway. Let me just fully root out corruption as we need to get rid of this ASAP. Oh yes, and of course the event for the rebels inside the Napoli. Okay. So if they break Naples, I lose the union. But anyway, I want to give away most of their provinces in the peace deal. Look, a traveling minister. That's what I've been looking for. Okay, there we go. All of these Naples provinces, they will be left with Ancona. At least something to reconquer. And release Luxembourg is what they're gonna accept. Thank you so much. Timing right now to rebuild the country. It's not gonna be easy. Start with coring these provinces and getting rid of the overextension. Or maybe let's just see where are these provinces. Can I give them to one of my vassals? Not really. I don't want to feed Spain with the provinces. So like 90% sure they're gonna break free. 2-1-4 is not really a better heir, but what can I do? We survived the bankruptcy, and I even have a positive balance when I'm rooting out corruption almost fully. So yes, this is going down, and everything will be slowly, but very slowly fixed. And you know what? I'm gonna actually say my titles, because we need more money. Money is pretty important right now. And I'm gonna use this money to improve some of my trade centers. Also be increasing our general income. I would also like to regain my alliances with Austria, but you can see this is a minus for having a low trust. So as they were my ally, I have some favors. I'm gonna exchange these favors to increase the trust. So this way, very soon if I improve relations a little bit more, or we maybe increase the trust again, they're gonna accept my alliance offer. And there we go, they're gonna become my ally next month. You know, if I didn't have issues with corruption, I'm just getting another one from the event. As you might know from my previous episode of the Ruined campaigns, you can actually steal technologies from other nations by building spy network on them. Only thing that you need is the diplomatic tech 9 that we already have. So what if I build spy on these guys? I can see they have good spy detection, so we have to try someone else. Ah yes, Mainz is gonna be far better for us. And let's just hope to get the tech cost to get back in both admin and diplotech, and soon also militech that I will be falling behind. And now I can see that in expansion we have nothing picked, so I'm gonna cancel it and I'm gonna get the Humanis ideas, as you can spawn the 10 years idea cost event thanks to this idea group. Anyway, let me just boost the stability to 0 to fix the issue with oncoming peasant war. Look, still I'm gonna get the innovativeness for finishing the quality ideas. Let's do that, as we're getting soon to get this discipline while we got the artillery combat ability from quality and the other discipline. We have a lot of provinces with a little bit increased autonomy, and actually it is decreasing during the peacetime, but it's decreasing too slowly. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just go and decrease the autonomy everywhere. It might cause some rebels, but it's gonna be still worth it. We need to work on all of our statistics, and it seems that there are not that many rebels loading. Obviously we have an issue with the rulers. 032 ruler, 214 heir. And we do have the most important person union, so the one with Spain. So there's not really need to keep the Trust Tamaras. So to fix the problem with the rulers, I'm just gonna go for the stage journal, which will allow me to choose a new candidate between, okay, 524 is gonna be far better, especially on the admin mana generation that we need. From the papacy, I'm gonna go and take the diplomatic reputation and diplomatic annexation cost, because I want to fix the borders in France. To do that, we need to annex Orléans, just disloyal. So let me just go and develop one of the provinces once. I know it's not worth it, but we need their lands as hell, and at least right now they are loyal. The annexation is gonna take 9 years, which is actually a lot of time, but it's fine. I think I'm gonna resign from my focus on admin to spread the power points a little bit more evenly. So yeah, the diplomatic points are at least increasing by annexing Orléans. There goes the next eco idea, which is monthly autonomy change, as well as of course the discipline for the national idea. So army gold is gonna keep increasing. You know what, I want to keep the crownland above 10. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sell my titles again, and I will have to develop a few times. Obviously I'm choosing the cheapest province, Ko, getting the dev cost modifier here and just doing it twice. So now it's 9.9. Fries, so right now it's 10%, and we've got 800 ducats that I can spend on getting rid of these 2 loans. as well as getting another trade center to level 2. Let's go with the capital one, so Dijon. With 45 of power projection, can just go and inside Portugal to get it to 50. Then I'm also gonna do some embargoes to increase it even further. Ladies and gentlemen, corruption is finally no more in our country. So we are having 11 of the balance. And so it begins. Great Britain started supporting independence of our disloyal subject, Spain. Of course they did. Now we're just lacking Ottomans to do the same. And I'm really surprised that they can still rival me, even though they have 40k troops, while I have 30k. With 100 of Spine Turcom mains, I can take the 11th admin tech 10% cheaper, let me take it. And 12 military tech 5% cheaper. Thank you so much. Religious leagues just formed, and I'm obviously gonna change the Catholic league because first of all I'm Catholic, and second of all they are just far stronger. By the way, yes, this Burgundy player did not feel the most important part of the mission tree. Finishing economic ideas means that we are gonna unlock the disciplines. Right now it's 150, not 100 like at the start of the campaign. There goes annexation of Orléans. Just look at these borders, that's gonna help us a lot in scaling. Let me just state all of these provinces, and after decreasing autonomy of these provinces we have 46 of income, 53,000 max manpower and 56 max force limit. So I'm pretty much ready for the next step. Ideally it would be to regain our course from the Netherlands, but if you take a look how much we would have to fight, yes, 500,000 troops, Austria, Ottomans, Great Britain and Portugal would defend this little piece of crap over here. So instead I'm just gonna go and attack France, which is still a lot of troops to fight, but at least Austria will help me here. Okay, Mr. France, that's your time. Let's go, call Austria. Kill the troops in Paris, kill the troops in Narbonne. That's what I've been waiting for. Ottomans join the Protestant League, which means that while Netherlands is in the Catholic League, the alliance will not survive. Okay, I think I'm not gonna get this event from Humanist ideas, so instead I'm gonna unlock new idea group, which I'm not really sure what's thinking about quantity, but I don't need more manpower. Let me just go for the offensive ideas instead and pick the first one to get the trade efficiency. What about the peace deal with France? Yes, the major goal over here is to fix the borders as much as possible while not getting huge coalitions. Let me just send this peace deal and hopefully we'll not die. And you know what? Provence is actually excommunicated. We should use that opportunity to attack them, to take from them Anjou and Avignon for ourselves. And remember, excommunication casus belli is far less aggressive expansion for these provinces, so when I try piecing it out for this tool, it's absolutely nothing. Look what is happening to Russia. They thought that they could stop Ottomans, not really. Anyway, remember when I told you that Catholic League is a little bit stronger than Protestant? Not anymore, especially Portugal, Great Britain and Ottomans joining the Protestant side. The good thing is that the Netherlands is on the Catholic side and they're gonna lose the alliance with Great Britain, and they already lost the alliances with the Ottomans and Portugal. So maybe I'll be able to go and attack them for the reconquest casus belli. Now I can also finally take the English alliance mission, that's improve relations, thank you very much. Now we need to get two allies that are rivals of France. That might be hard because it's only Tunis and only Provence. I am at war with Provence, while Tunis, it will not be really doable because Ottomans of Mamluks. You know what, that's gonna be super risky what I'm about to do. I'm gonna declare the war on the Netherlands. That's gonna be reconquest of the highest death province over here, so let's just maybe do Brussels. I'm a little bit afraid that's how it's gonna go. But yeah, we can do this. On the war stats, the Netherlands actually have more morale than us, but they have the highest discipline among everyone. And it's actually good because Spain cannot declare independence from us while being at war with someone else. So that's actually a hard IQ move. Wait a second. The Popat said that Austria will not be able to call the allies, but they obviously did. So we are, yeah, a little bit of outnumbered, but this is fine. Now to fight this war properly, I'm gonna do the 27 combat with stack, so 27,000 of infantry, and top of that all of the artillery that I'm hanging, so 12,000. You know what, I'm also gonna go and slacken my recruitment and recruit additional 15,000 of troops. Let's do 15,000 of the troops. Let's see how it goes, because in general I have fairly low morale. and I'm being outnumbered, but this is fine, so far so good. I'll have to reinforce this battle with this stack before the month tick. Unfortunately, I thought that I could wait a month tick, but no, that was not doable, and they've lost 17,000 troops, while I've lost only 9,000. This is very good, so we go after the fort with 10,000 over the artillery, while the second stack is gonna go and stand just next by. Okay, Mr. Austria, so you're trying to siege that Franche-Comté, or Franche-Comté. Let me go and get all of this infantry and all of the artillery over there. Yes, start fighting. Then I'm gonna start reinforcing with half of this stack. Thank you so much, that was easier than I thought. Push back Austrian, yeah, of course, there's no break. Now, right now we have to push the Netherlands together with Brandenburg and other Austrian stacks. I have so many troops around. Let's wait for these guys to be movement locked. I'm gonna engage, shift consolidate, get the artillery. They'll need roughly 5,000 troops to have the full first row field. Because in the army stats, we have a huge advantage, but they have more numbers in general. Let me start reinforcing that with half already. They have 130k troops in this battle. Not so sure if we can win that. Reinforce again. This does not look too good, guys. This really does not look too good. We might have to take more loans and get more troops to actually win this war in case of this level of the battles. Now we're losing this heart, right? Yeah. Time to run away. And we've lost more troops, what is funny. Okay, just run away. I'm gonna go and get one more leader, Slacken, and then after Slacken I will recruit Mercs. That's gonna hurt us a lot, but we need to do that to win the war. And you'll see in a second how bad of an economy you have. Now I'm just thinking if I maybe should go and try piecing out Austria separately, because I cannot really win on this front line being so much outnumbered. This is gonna hurt us a lot, but that's what I'm gonna try to do. Go with these guys, take 2k of artillery for the second stack, and the third stack is gonna go there. We need to separate piece Austria, so this fort, this fort, this fort, and this fort should be enough to do so. The great power of Russia is intervening in our Burgundian reconquest of Brussels. Russia is helping us! Yes! Come and peace out Austria separately! Oh boy, this hurts as hell. All of these sieges, all of this devastation. But at least I'm about to separate piece Austria. I only need to get Vienna. Worst part is that this stupid AI, they breach the walls literally everywhere. So they're super fast with sieging down these provinces. Why I don't have millimeter to breach the walls. At least thanks to Russia I can piece out Denmark. Let me take war reparation and as much money as they're gonna accept. Thank you. One less nation. Look at my homeland. And I'm close to do the same to Austria. This is just hilarious. I needed 46% worse on Austria to freaking why not even take anything. White piece them. Siege them all of this like 5 forts. Like okay. Now we are only left with these losers and I'm gonna absolutely demolish them. Oh, I think the religious war just started. I'm just not part of it. Look at this map. I'm not part of it because I'm at war with the Netherlands. Okay, after 6 years of war, devastating my whole country and taking 11 loans, I'm good to piece up the Netherlands for 100% of the peace deal. I'm taking all of these promises, that's Noga's expansion and full money. Thank you so much. Now with this money I can raise an institution, thank you so much twice. And I'm gonna save my diplo points now to move my main nodes to English channel to actually improve my income even higher. And you can see that this war increased my income by 15 and I'm gonna boost it even more. Yeah, that's a good summary of this whole campaign, another stability lost. I just repaid my 1% loans only to take them again to be able to repay all of these 3% loans with the new money that we've got, because we can take bigger loans as it's impacted by amount of the development that I'm having. Let's do this, guys. We have 22 of trade income, but what if I move my main nodes to Amsterdam? At the same time I need a guy to collect over here instead of collecting in the English channel. And we'll see, it's 22.49, 22% trade power in Champagne, 21 in the English channel. How about after the month tick? That's 10 in the Champagne, but 35 in the English channel, so trading is 26. Now what if I also use the protect trade boys in the English channel provinces? So instead of 26.49, this is almost 31 of trade income and our total income is already 78. far better than what it was. There we go, radical reforms. So you might know we can only get this event once per the whole game. You just need to have inflation and trade efficiency advisors. In exchange, you're getting 400 power points. This is gonna be super useful in our case. And we're gonna use the admin mana to go and reduce the inflation down to 10. I'm really curious how the trade chips are gonna improve our trade income, because right now it's down to 30, and after the month tick, we are getting it up to 33. So I have 78 of the total income and 34 of balance when I turn off my armies. I think this is pretty much saved. Far better borders, 69,000 max manpower, 79 force limit. Not so bad with the technologies, still a little bit behind on the ideas, and I think this is the worst part of this campaign, and this is because I spent tons of meal points on sieging down the forts in the war against the Netherlands. That was absolutely worth it. So guys, if you do enjoy ruined campaigns and you'd like me to record more of this in the future, remember to leave a like on this video and comment it to get additional engagement for the argument. For today, thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel to get notified about the future videos, and I'm gonna see you very soon.